When people talk about Mustangs, they typically gravitate towards the GT with the 5.0 V8 or even the Shelby models. But in reality, most people end up actually buying the EcoBoost. Today I have the 2025 Mustang EcoBoost Premium. Does it deliver the Mustang experience? Let's find out. For 2025, the fastback Mustang EcoBoost starts at about 41,000 Canadian dollars and the EcoBoost Premium starts at about 47. Now this one is pretty much fully loaded, so as tested price comes to about 56 grand. However, at the time of filming, which is August of 2025, Ford is running their employee pricing promotion, which bring this as tested price down to about 51 grand. Up front, courtesy to the premium package, you get LED headlights with sequential turn signals and also light up animations. This EcoBoost is also equipped with the Night Pony package, so you get blacked out badges, blacked out mirror caps, a black roof, black lip spoiler, and a set of 19-inch blacked out wheels. Now these wheels comes with 255 wide Continental Pro Contact tires. In the front, you get a McPherson strut setup with 2 piston brakes, and in the rear, it's a multi-link setup with single piston brakes. Alright, now you guys might be wondering about this color. This is the intense lime yellow paint, which is a metallic color. Depending on the lighting, it might look a little mustardy, but overall, I quite like it. And if you want to stand out, this is definitely the way to go. In terms of trunk space, there's quite a generous amount of space here. Suitcases, no problem. You can even fold down the rear seats if you wanted to. This has the B&O sound system, so the subwoofer here takes up a bit of trunk space, but overall, it's very usable. The opening is a little smaller because of the light housing, but at least you get sequential turn signals, right? Down below, as you can see, there's quad exhaust tailpipes. That's because there is the active valve performance exhaust equipped on this EcoBoost. The standard one has dual exhaust tips. This has quad exhaust tips. But anyway, let's hear how this sounds. That's honestly not bad at all, because all that came from a 2.3 liter turbocharged inline 4. This EcoBoost engine produces 315 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 350 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM. It is mated exclusively to a 10-speed automatic transmission, so no manual available anymore. Power goes to the rear wheels only, but it does come standard with a limited slip differential. As expected, getting into the rear seats requires some agility, and even when you're inside, it's pretty tight. But surprisingly, I do have enough legroom. It's just the headroom because of the shape of the car. Now, realistically, these rear seats are just gonna be extra storage space or for children. Okay, much better. So this EcoBoost Premium is equipped with the 201A package, which means that instead of the Active X synthetic leather seats, you get real leather seats, and it really feels quite nice. And I really like the stitching, especially the stripe on the seat belts. Now, as gimmicky as it sounds, there are actually two fun things I found in this cabin that I really like. The first one being the door sills. The illuminated door sills colors are actually tied to the ambient lighting, so you can change it to whatever color you want. The second thing is the cluster themes. Now, previously you can get the Fox body cluster theme, but now you also get SVT Cobra themes as well as the classic Mustang themes, so I just think it's really cool. The EcoBoost Premium comes standard with heated and cooled seats as well as heated steering wheel. Memory seat is available along with a 12-speaker B&O sound system. In terms of tech, you're working with a 12-inch digital cluster and a 13-inch infotainment screen. Climate control is on screen, same as last model year, but the graphics are really cool, and it does support wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. My only real complaint about the infotainment is the fact that it's laggy. Sometimes it takes forever to load certain pages. Anyway, let's go for a drive. The main problem with this Mustang, in my opinion, isn't the fact that there isn't a V8, nor is it the fact that you can't get a manual. It is the fact that you cannot get paddle shifters or any way to manually shift this 10-speed automatic. Now hear me out. People that are considering this EcoBoost obviously want the look of the Mustang, but I also think that they want the sports car experience. And I think without paddle shifters, it takes away that little bit of driver engagement left in these modern sports cars. It's not even about how fast the transmission shifts, how responsive the paddles are, or whether if it rev matches when you downshift. It's the ability to play with the paddles when you want to, hold the gears, upshifting manually, downshifting manually, hearing the exhaust more potently when you downshift a little more, things like that. Now sure, not everyone cares about paddle shifters, but on the EcoBoost Mustang, you cannot get them at all anymore. I mean, even Corollas get them. How difficult could it possibly be to put them in this car? It also doesn't help that this 10-speed automatic isn't particularly eager to downshift when slowing down, unless you're really hammering the car. Moreover, the gear ratios on this 10-speed is very close between 3rd gear to 6th gear, and with the addition of that little bit of play from the torque converter, dare I say, it sometimes feels like I'm driving a CVT when I'm just cruising around. This transmission is smooth but slow, and I don't think it belongs in Mustangs. But aside from the somewhat lackluster automatic transmission, there's a lot of good stuff going on in this EcoBoost Mustang. Without the weight of the extra 4 cylinders in the front, the car actually feels a little bit more balanced. The steering, although admittedly a little numb, there's not much road feel, it is responsive and direct. It's rear-wheel drive and it comes standard with a limited slip differential, so you can definitely still have some fun taking turns like what I did just now. And to be honest with you, I think this 2.3-liter EcoBoost makes for a great base engine. It delivers a ton of torque down low. You step on it and it really does go. You can easily also chirp the wheels, you know, getting off the line even in 2nd gear, which is exactly what you want. A little bit of theater, not too much, a little bit of theater. Now, pairing with this active valve performance exhaust, it'll occasionally even give you a crackle or two, a pop or two from the exhaust, which is awesome. And what's even better is that it's exceptionally good on fuel. Now on the highway, I was able to consistently get 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is fantastic. In the city, it's about 10 liters per 100 kilometers, which still isn't bad at all. As an enthusiast, this engine's characteristic feel a little bit more truck-like to me than a sports car-like, but to most people, the general population that are considering getting one of these EcoBoost Mustangs, it checks a lot of boxes. With the money that you're saving not going for the V8, you can actually buy a lot of creature comfort in this EcoBoost Mustang, including adaptive cruise control and lane centering. The system works great and it just adds that little bit of daily drivability to this car. The co-pilot package also includes evasive steering, blind spot warning, emergency braking, things like that. But as a normal person considering an EcoBoost, this is a great product. It allows you to get into the Mustang family and it gives you a little bit of the taste of what this world is like. It looks the part, it's comfortable, It's got good trunk space, you can drive it every day, and the value proposition is just there. Not everyone can afford the GT, not to mention the Shelbys. But I think overall, this still gives you a good taste of the Mustang experience. It's definitely plenty fast. I have no issues with the power figures of this car. More than fun enough in my opinion. Anyway, tell me, would you get a nicely equipped EcoBoost Mustang or a bare bones V8 Mustang? Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.